Okay, welcome back, guys. So this is just a really quick intro because I had to split the questing up a bit for parts 38 and 39, so videos 38 and 39, because there is so many cutscenes in this bit where we're getting to see Yen again and the wake, and it's kind of just like the story build up. So I would recommend, if you haven't done so already, go and watch part 38 first. So the last video on my channel for this playlist, so that you understand what the next bit's about, because I'm already halfway through it. So we're going to jump straight in where we left off, which is heading to the druid's room, I think, or his lab, or whatever it is. So let's go.
Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond.
Letter bearing Ermien's seal to the druids. Warns them about you.
Okay. Pause if you want to read.
That brazen manipulator.
The shameless schemer.
Skelliger's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Okay. Useful. A pipe.
Seems Ermien has real tobacco brought in.
Oh, right, okay. What's this?
Dwarven triple mead. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
Okay.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist.
Get to move on. Is that a child's toy? What is that?
A goat carved out of lindenwood. Signed to Uncle Ermien.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Aww. I'm trying to get all the reading done as I pick them up now, because then I can dump them. I know that's there, but I'm going to have a look around first. Oh. Taking the piss?
Looks like Ermien places something in the statue's hand.
Yeah, let's look around a bit more.
Need something else. Gotta look around.
I mean, I'm not assuming it's the first thing that I picked up, so it could be any of these. I just want to see what they are before I just shove it in his hand. Right, there's a map.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
I love how sharp she is. That's shit.
A child's skull.
Why is it always children? Guys. Oh. Excalibur.
A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
No. What vice? Whatever, love. Clever bitch. Right.
Ermien's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Size of that wand. I mean, I think he's having a midlife crisis.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
I'm getting too many images of different films. So we've got Sid the Slough. Pinecones. You have beautiful eyes. Right, I think that's everything. So we need to put something in the dude's hand. We got a pinecone. We got a mug of mead. And a child's skull. Who is this dude?
Let's try again.
Oh, so you don't get a clue, you just put the things in. Let's go from the top.
What do you say we give it a pinecone?
Not heavy enough? I think it's
nothing.
weight, maybe? So the mead maybe works? Let's just go through the list.
So, statue, how about a skull?
Nope. That's a big
Guess
child.
you're no indecisive prince.
So you want a drink?
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Every
enjoys
time.
Jests achieved at the expense of others. I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
Every single time I pick the first thing, it never is it. This time, what do you know? So he's got magical protections, but he's not,
Geralt,
you know.
come here. I found the mask.
There's a there's a floating mask, Jim Carrey style, in the middle of the room. Lots of films coming into mind at the minute. And is that a golem? So hang on. Let's just, before we go into the room and trigger an animation, because I think that's what's going to happen. Let's get changed. And make sure the game hasn't changed my sword out again, because that's what it bloody well likes to do. I'm not gonna. I bet we can beat this thing. I mean, I don't feel like anything's been too high level. I mean, I know we've been thrown a little bit of a. We're really high level when they're not. Because I think that was a hallucination. So I might just eat something and shovel on oil, because I don't have to worry about the oils. I'm not going to take a potion unnecessarily, because a lot of these are like one charge. I don't know why that's 3 charges, but I mean, it's just not. I think it's an elemental. Eat something. Do my hack. I'm really not going to need it. Chuck on Quen, though. Oh.
This is it.
It knew what I was doing. How can you not hear that? Oh.
We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before... Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta
Oh.
think of something quick.
We're strapped. And it's gassy. What do we do? Did you fart? Look around. I'm looking.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind.
Oh. 2.
Hold on tight.
Oh. Well, that was an anticlimax.
Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
Oh. Okay, well. Why not? Let's go with number 1 and see what happens. I think we know what's going to happen. You didn't even say it. Oh, really?
Wait,
For what?
we must talk to Croc.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you.
I mean, considering how quick you were behind the tapestry, you can wait. Oh, he can wait. You obviously can't wait. What's she eyeing up?
Oh no.
The unicorn.
I missed you too.
What is their obsession with unicorn? Look how pissed off he is.
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories. Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here. We gotta hurry. Croc's waiting.
Do you have any idea how much
Is
they
that
cost?
so?
You're an enchantress. You could literally make the whole Anne Summers collection appear if you wanted to. Poor unicorn.
Yen let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off. Don't
What was that
even
laugh? That's the filthiest laugh I've ever heard from him.
My, oh my.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
See?
We
You
ought
managed
to
your
get back
nicks.
to the wake.
I must dress. Turn around.
You think? No, just walk in the wake like that. I dare ye. Sometime later.
Kraken Crate asked about you.
We went out. For a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words.
No heed my words.
There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you, and we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth.
Nope. First BG. That's my boy. Thought they were going to hold hands then. Oh, she's going to put hers down, isn't she? Of course she is. Might want to put more than that thing down, though.
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will.
There she goes. Nope, she actually put the bread knife down. You want to make a
May
statement?
the best man or woman win.
When you're throwing weapons down on a table, size does matter.
What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Aha, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Okay. Need your help with Ermion. We know where Ciri might have been. Well, it's true actually. We do need his help with Ermion. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 1.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast. The site upon which the druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Art Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
We'll just say thank you. I don't think it's gonna help us talking to him. He knows our relationship with Yennefer, so...
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Anvol, tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Okay. Let's just go through these.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye, dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ard Skellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It is true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Is that... I mean, the word is ringing a bell, but we got a quest almost at the very start when we spoke to the dwarf blacksmith or armourer, I can't remember what he was, in Velen for a set of gear or swords, again, can't remember. It just rings a bell, and I wonder if that's where that is. I might be wrong. Usually am.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Ulrich further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses.
Doesn't seem like the type.
So, yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Yeah, and also get her a bigger knife.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
Humble.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work.
She's
We
such
must
a bitch.
determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig.
I love her.
I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Okay, guys. Oh, let's turn all that nonsense off. I'm going to leave that one there. That was the end of that quest line. As I say, I had to split those two up. Well, the whole thing up because of the amount of setting up for the story that we're going to do in our next part, which is the final map. Well, I say final map. There's a few other areas that I could explore, but I do wonder if this is where we're going to find Ciri. God knows. With these games, they throw you some red herrings and then it's like, aha, you thought you were done. You're not. There's this whole other area that you haven't explored. So I know, I almost feel like maybe I should have started the other witches because there's a lot of character setup that was, and sort of relationships that are clearly old relationships that I have no idea about. It's fine. It doesn't really matter in terms of playing the game, but for story, it does. So that's, you know, I'll fine. The unicorn has been reintroduced, as we saw. So if I had to blur anything out or cut anything out of that little sort of sketch, I'll see what happens when I throw it up onto YouTube. It was suggestive, let's put it that way. Other than Geralt's weird laugh when it blacked out. Like, that was the corniest bit for me. That was so like, he's supposed to be sexy. Don't give him that weird, nerdy, creepy laugh. It just ruined it for me. Sorry. Go back and listen to it and tell me if I'm wrong. I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, we'll crack on with whatever these quests are. There's lots to explore by the looks of it. I'm excited. Stay safe, stay amazing. And I'll see you in the next video.